Welcome to all the mystery and intrigue of football well after dark. This late-night matchup when history says anything can happen. We are in Huntington, West Virginia, and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home field of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Monarchs will kick this deep to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So Marshall's offense making their way on the field today. And we got a quarterback here, Kirk, who's just trying to find his way, but the coaches have said they trust him.
Well, I think that's a big part of what he's able to do, and the reason they're giving him a chance to go out there and be the quarterback is he knows this offense. He's able to get this offense in good spots. Avoid the negative play is critical today for this team to win.
That's reeled in. It's Turner. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
That completion makes it second down. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Handoff running right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught quickly. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback still with the football. They stop him, but it's a first down.
We think about option plays, especially quarterback when he keeps the ball. A lot of times, it's a big explosive play, but sometimes it's just about getting what you can and keep the drive moving.
6th play of the drive coming up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, on the completion. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The offense threatening now, 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
Chris, down here inside a 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
2nd down and goal. The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So Old Dominion's offense gets their first crack now. And Kirk, the guy carrying the football today, not necessarily a superstar, but he's got a toughness about him, and the team seems to rally around him.
Yeah, I think that's really important for this offense, is having a guy that they know, that they think of as a leader. I think that's a big part of the reason the coaches give him the nod to give him a chance to carry the football.
Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking downfield, it's Joseph. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Monarchs' offense is on the move now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. The pass rush closing in. He's got room to run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Monarchs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Marshall has the lead here, Kirk. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period.
Marshall, 7. Old Dominion, 0.
They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Monarchs.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. An inside give now from the shotgun. As the first down is still going. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's looking to scramble. Finds room at the 30. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
First down and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. Back to throw again. Bringing pressure. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, I'll be honest, Chris, I'm really surprised he's trying to get outside like this to try to make a play. He's not the fastest at all. I think he was just desperate to try to come up with a play, and, man, it did not work out. That is a significant loss for the offense.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Gets it out quickly to the left side. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
1st and 10 now for the offense. It's a quarterback keeper. He's got the first and still going. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it. Big positive yards and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw. It's Joseph. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
And the Monarchs lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. The receiver makes the catch. They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. 1st and goal. An opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pump over the middle. It's Butler. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Here we go. 3rd and goal coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Now the all-important extra point. Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Set to kick off.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. First down, looking to throw the football. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, I like how the quarterback used his eyes to move the defense and then came back and made an accurate throw there on the quick slant.
That completion makes it second and short. Looking for a man. It's a short completion of the big tight end. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
With the catch, it's Turner. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Marshall will kick it off to get the second half going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Play action here on first down. Looking for the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And suddenly they're across midfield at the 47 after that one big play. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Third down play for this offense. To the air, it's Joseph. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D.
The Monarchs will line up to kick it away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Looking to throw it on first down. He fires downfield. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Play action fake, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Let's it fly to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, the quarterback looks so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal 3rd down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Pressure is coming. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch downfield. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The offense really clicking here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. He made the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Running out of time in the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit. And it's Old Dominion in front now. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Twelfth play of this drive coming up. It's third and short. Out of the gun now on third down. The pocket breaking down. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Oh, and he knocks it right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking for a gap. It's Roche. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Dropping back. It's Joseph. Defense is coming after him. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Monarchs will send the punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
On third down, he drops to throw. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
The drive stalls, so he'll have to punt it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And the junior with some excellent work after making the catch.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Scanning the field, it's Joseph. And it's caught. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Working clock with the ground game. Stopped short of the marker after just a short game. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here we go, 3rd down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Second down after that run on the previous play. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. They'll run it from the gun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Now they try to run it here on 2nd down, unable to get the 1st down. And now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion? The clock will stop. Or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Monarchs will have to punt this one away. Kicked it too far. It lands in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Turner. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking for a late, deep throw. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
Final score, Old Dominion 14, Marshall 13.